Welcome to the city of Verville in the Cities Skylines campus DLC. And I've quite literally started this video and we have a predicted 6.0 earthquake about to strike. So I might get a bit distracted during this intro. It's just starting. Okay, where's it going to happen? Oh, it's right in my university. Oh, great.
An earthquake is occurring. Don't panic and wait for help if you are in the affected area.
Now, I don't have an emergency response unit in the moment, so look at that. Wow, it's cutting right through into my city. Wow. This is not the way I intended to start this video. Oh, it looks like it's come down. At least it didn't hit my main university. I'm probably going to need an emergency response team now. I mean, it's damaged there. I think it's over. Yeah, so we've got a new, or you can call it, crevasse across here. So we're gonna have to. I did consider turning off the disasters, but I think I'm going to quite enjoy it, to be honest, guys. And I mean, it's a DLC that I neglected for some time because all the other new DLCs came out, Green Cities, Industries. And I just kind of never had it switched on with before I bought the new machine and had to reinstall. I think it's going to be quite fun to explore this mechanism and see if we can manage it. And maybe we'll have to put some shelters in. Looks like my fire crews are putting this in here. And I'm not even too sure whether I've actually got all the disaster stuff unlocked. What we got here? Disaster response unit. Yep. Well, I don't know how well, this is big, isn't it? I've forgotten how big this actually is. And of course, we've got roads damaged here. So what we're going to need is to put this in. It's 15,000. I think we can drop it out here. If any of you guys are not sure what the disaster response unit is, it's got these guys in here. If you just track and follow these round. They also got helicopters. And what they actually do is come out here and they clean up the city for you. See, these roads are damaged. So what we got to do is actually repair these roads here. Just to get the traffic flowing again. I think that's all that's damaged. And what these guys will do is they will come down here and land, and then they actually remove debris and collapsed buildings. So you can see the helicopter lands here, and then they go out and they should clear that debris. There you can see them running out there. I think they're meant to represent a search team. See the rescue dog there as well. And there's a little truck going around there as well. There we are. You can see what they've done is they've cleared this area away. So in some ways they're a kind of automatic abandoned building recovery process. Anyway, guys, apologies for that little bit of a distraction there. Now, this part is not the part I originally intended to do because I actually had a comment from Risto Salmon who really made me think about this new education DLC. And he said about the risks involved in upgrading these lower areas and bringing in uneducated people who can't be educated. But there is a problem when you grow the city, because if I'll just pause the game so I can actually show I've got a lot of traffic coming in here, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. If you see all these people coming in here, if I can find someone who's not a tourist, sports car. No, oh, you're a tourist. It's got to be a tourist, isn't it? You can find it says uneducated senior tourist. No, come on, there's got to be someone in here who's you're a tourist. I've got obviously my place is very popular. This is what I'm looking for. So this guy's actually driving an electric car as well. You can see here. Oh, this is a well-educated adult. So this person's actually coming in quite well. But what I'm thinking is that here we are. We've got an uneducated adult there. He resides at the Robinson residence. This is a new area that I've put up. You can see they've got 34 uneducated, 36. So when you expand in the city, if you're bringing in uneducated adults, there's possible implications for that because, well, how do you actually manage that in the context of the overall strength of the city? Because at the moment you've got here, and if you grow the city, I mean, I've got massive demand for residential. And if I put in new residential blocks, does that mean I'm just going to get lots and lots of uneducated people who are not going to do anything? I mean, it's almost like the new education system should have a adult literacy classes so that you can do something about these people and improve them. And to test that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here, and we're just going to put in an area here. So we're just going to hook that through there, and I'm going to go for height. What I'm going to do is have high capacity one side. So we're going to put, actually no, I'll cancel that. I'm going to put some high capacity there, and then some low capacity there, and just check the zoning. And this is actually, this is my, so this is it, the main, what have we got here? This is the area where I put schools out. So what we're going to see is who turns up there. And the other thing I'm also thinking is now maybe to push this out a little bit like this, to this area here. At the moment this area's got no educational protection at all. So what I want to do is see who comes into this area and what they're actually like. So we've got a little block here already. There's actually nobody in it at the moment. And no one's actually moving in yet because they're still building up. Low density residential building, the Briar Rose residence. We're just going to let people move in there just to see, because that has implications. See here, we've got 18 uneducated people, 9 educated, no well-educated people. So that is a possible problem. And I think this is going to be fact. Well, we've got a problem with elementary schools. I really need to get another elementary school down. So maybe we'll do that. And I think maybe we'll put, there's a public library there. A community school. Let's put a community school out by the university. That should pick up there. How's the high school? High school's getting a little bit marginal. University at the moment is way off the scale. I mean, again, I think this university building is almost redundant, I would guess. I'm just going to let the game run forward and see how it goes. Let's see if people are moving in here. Yeah, see, we've got uneducated people coming into the city. So, and I'm just going to be very interested to see. I mean, the breakdown is young adults. So we've got 16 uneducated people. So that's 1 child, 4 young adults, 10 adults, 1 senior. So that's 16, and they're all uneducated. Let's have a look in here. But these are all uneducated as well. So we've got 6 adults. So these must be coming in from the outside. And what I want to do is keep an eye on this area, just to see if the education profile changes with those. Because the alternative is that what you have to do is educate the children and then let the older people die off, which seems a bit irregular for me. And so I'm just going to come here. Like, these got 20 uneducated people, 21 educated people. So, and how could this area grow up? Because it says here that, I mean, well educated. I just wonder whether, I do wonder slightly whether the school system is based on education, maybe not age. So maybe it doesn't tell you, it just says students. It doesn't say children, but it says educates young people from a small area. So I think we're just going to have to keep an eye on that mechanic just to see how it works, because it does worry me slightly. Especially is the fact that we've got so much demand for expansion, and I don't want lots and lots of uneducated people in the city, because at the moment it says, see, where I've expanded that, my uneducated population is dropping. I think when I first started the video, before I started recording, that was nearly 49%. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. I mean, I don't know if the public library would improve the situation. Anyway, guys, I'm getting a little bit distracted here. And I mean, on the positive side, it means that this type of industry should benefit quite well. Actually, I haven't checked my farming area here. How are you doing here? Moores Park. Actually, no, it's this one, isn't it? So what do we need here? To produce more resources, we need more workers. So we need to get a little bit more in the way of food and production into this area. Just check there. Yeah, so we got the farming area is nice and big, so should be okay. I'll find it now. Industries. Let's see what we got here. We'll get a few more fields in around here as well. Maybe if we put them, we can get 2 per side. Oh, these are glass houses. Okay. And that should get my worker count up a bit. That looks quite cool, actually. So the trick's going to have to be is to let the city expand, but not really quickly. And oh, congratulations! Valley Farmland has reached level 2. The area bonus efficiency +4, and pollution -10. The following buildings have been unlocked. So we've now got a flour mill, a bakery, farm workers barracks, a cattle shed, and a small barn. So that little bit of a boost there, push that up, and kind of, I'd love to build a road here, but I only got 189,000, so I need to build up some money, and I could play at a higher speed, I suppose, so that we can actually get things going. What we got over here? Yeah, this is a store. Who are you employing? So you don't have any uneducated workers in your store. You have uneducated. This is going to be the problem. If you expand quickly, you're going to pull loads and loads of uneducated people in, but they're not going to work. Interesting. I mean, we could keep bringing this area up and then expand this way. So if we expanded this way, next to the university, if we come up like that and like that and that way, I know it's a bit of a loose formation, but I think we'll be okay. And then so what we can do is put high density in again in here. I know I'm rubbing up close to the university, but I think we'll be okay. I mean, in some ways the university's over there actually. This is my disaster response area. But it does mean that if I put in, say, I need to put some offices in here anyway. Put a sound barrier around this metro station. How many people? We've got 125 there. So let's just have a quick look here. So we've got 3 educated people. So it's the children who are getting educated, and the young adults, and so yeah, it looks like it does need to have a progression. Anyway, let's just drop in a little bit more farming stuff in. We got barracks. And what we got, so you need to get progression going. Got silos, we got warehouse, industry, raw materials. I've got to remember how to do this now actually. Cattle shed. So let's just get. So at the moment we've got an extractor building, and we've got a flour mill and a cattle shed. So let's just cancel that out and have a look at here. At the moment we're importing crops. We're outputting 750 tons. That's producing crops. I'm just refreshing my memory now. So these guys are unemployed. Okay. So I think what we're going to try and do is get in. Put that there. This is a flour mill, so this should take the crops from the silos. If I can find the silos. That's the juice press. I've put a couple of silos in here. There we are. So we've got 93% full. So what will happen now is these will start to pick up crops from there. We've got a bit of congestion here. Maybe we need a couple more silos over here. I know this has got absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the campus. DLC guys, but it's all part of building the city up. And I think maybe what was the other industry we got here? And we got a cattle shed, so maybe if we drop I've got a water problem there. This has got noise, so we don't really want to put that close to the residential. And we got a bit of a water issue. I'm just going to push that out. Have to knock that over a little bit. You've got water issue as well. That's going to annoy the heck out of me. So that, what we're going to have to do is have some workers up here whose job it's going to be is to fill in this area here. So it's almost like we're going to need to expand the city from the perspective of a workforce that can fill in the requirements for the city itself. I'm just going to put some more. I'll put a little bit of high density up here. Oh, I've got massive garbage problems. What's happening? What's happening? I'm going to have to get down some incinerators. Okay. Got an incinerator there. I think we're going to have to get the hog here. I mean, is the traffic flow okay here? Yeah, it should be okay. Let's get the incinerators out and make sure everything's running okay. And just check the garbage situation. Garbage processing, yep, we're way below par at the moment. I think what we're going to do is cancel emptying that for the moment. I think what's happening is this is clogging up the capacity for my incinerator, so we need to deal with that first. And then these guys can get out and gather the garbage up. We've got a bit of garbage problem up here. I feel that I need to get some recycling up here so that I can deal with this area here. My city's starting to crash a little bit. If we come out like that, and then we can put a, I want to put an incinerator up here. We can put a recycle. Oh, we've reached big city. So we've got liberal arts college campus now. Visiting scholars, new policy. Visiting scholars. We've got a crematorium and a water treatment plant, which we can now use. The crematoriums would be very useful. We've got another tile to unlock. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to drop that in there, and these guys should flow out and deal with the garbage in this section of the city. And this guy's, I'm not sure why this is not. I think it's just going to take these guys a little while to catch up. I think I've got a bit of a traffic problem through here as well. I've certainly got a traffic problem here, just to show you. Yeah, we've got a real traffic problem up through here. Got to do something about this. Things are getting a little bit away from me at the moment. I mean, I should have done this a little while ago, so what we're going to do is upgrade that. We're going to mess up this. We're going to... Congratulations, Valley Farmland has reached level 3. Area bonus efficiency +2. Okay. So my... Let's just get this. I'm going to lose that footbridge, but never mind. That should improve the flow that way. Too steep already occupied. What we're going to do is get rid of the footbridge for the moment, like that. And I'd really love to upgrade this road. No, so we're going to need to do something about that. Yeah, we've got far too much in the way of traffic moving through here. We need to give them an alternative. But first thing I need to do is fix this footbridge. Otherwise, what's going to happen is the people here.
Warning. Experts predict an earthquake could hit the area soon.
Game, you are starting to annoy me. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Ah. Okay, it's a long way away. Ah.
An earthquake is occurring. Don't panic and wait for help if you are in the affected area.
Ah. How to put water out in the middle of an earthquake. I was just about to put a road up here as well. I need to draw the traffic away from this area so I can rebuild this area and put there. Okay, we've got a water problem here. Also, we got a water availability problem as well. So probably let's just check my taxes. Budget, yeah, I'm on budget. So what I'm going to need to do is put another one of these out. And of course, if it means if that's there, we really do with a we've got a sewage treatment plant. What's this? This gives me 160,000. Yeah, gives me more capacity, so we're gonna put that in there. Also makes the water cleaner. I mean, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to relocate this building upstream. Simply because my sewage processing is going to slowly grow out that way. So let's check the water supply. Yep. And this will grow out this way. I'm really going to need to build this, buy this tile here, so that we can move the sewage stuff downstream. Oh, it's broken the railway lines. Wow. Okay. Am I responsible for repairing them? Oh, well, academic year. Academic +2. Reputation level achieved. Recognized. Previous record unrecognized. Level bonus. Tuition fee 7 for students. Exchange bonus 4%. We've now unlocked the trade school cafeteria, trade school fountain, trade school gymnasium, trade school here, ready to mix concrete. Research grant funded academic work. 2 toga parties. Students use the campus flower beds to resource. Toga parties. Okay. Oh well. So we've now got that there. Now I need to repair this, but I can't repair it because as far as I know, I haven't actually unlocked the railway station. I'm not going to pay to fix that. But what I do need to do is get a road in over here. We've got to draw the traffic away from this area here, provide a new way into the city. So what we're going to do is just pause here. And we've got a little bit of a flow that way. So what I'm going to do is just break this off here. Actually, there's not that much that way. So what do I need in the way of road junctions? I mean, we could put that in. That's 25,000. Right, guys, let me just compare the costs. So this is 25,000. This is 16,000. I mean, I've got the money for it. Maybe if we drop that in, just trim this back a little bit further. Like that. Just you can rotate that in. Like that. That should be okay. Then we'll just connect this back up again. Back on the right one. Like that. Connect that in. It's not going to be perfect alignment. Whoops. Like that. Just unpause and let that flow again. And my instinct is to come up to about here. We can curve round. Just stick that back. Actually, if I put in a long length of motorway here, so if we put in a road about here, so near the earthquake zone, I think if we go the full 200 here, so we're just going to put a roundabout here. Of course, we Brits have a bit of an obsession with roundabouts. I notice I've watched Biffa's series where he fixes people's cities with traffic problems, and I must admit I find it quite amusing that one of the first things he goes for is a roundabout. Oops, just put that back on. Yeah, I must admit I do find that, because I do relate to his comments and observations about the use of roundabouts. You can't go very far in this country without encountering a roundabout, to be honest. It's just one of those things. Round. The first thing we're going to do is reverse the direction. So it's the right way round. I think for the moment we're just going to, what we're aiming for is about there. Oh, put that back. So it wasn't going to annoy me. So then just put that back the way it is. We're not going to need sound barriers. Double straight. Let's go three form. What I'm looking for is to come in somewhere around there. And of course, we're going to have to come. And of course, this won't follow the same path. Because this is. Okay. This won't branch off. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Just going to pause the game because the game's starting to get a little bit away from me. That's annoying me considerably. What about this, guys? What we're going to have to do is come out a little bit of as an angle, like that. And sometimes one way, if you really want to get, then if we get a curve in here, like that, and what you could do then is if you take out this section here, maybe we just do one road to start with, and hook this in like that. What you can do is start to get the elements of a curve in, and then you can keep knocking out all the kinks as you go along. Just get in like that. Well, this is in the middle of nowhere, so I suppose it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe if we sneak that back a little bit and just put. Oh, that's a bit better. And before you comment, guys, I do know there's a mod that allows you to put parallel roads in, and I have used it a couple of times. This I still want to stick true to the principle of this Let's Play being in vanilla. I mean, I'm not envisaging putting out large quantities of. No, it's not gonna. Sometimes it pays just to come in from this direction like this. Yeah, that's kinked out a little bit there, but what we can do now is just take that out, and we could. Oops. Just come out like that, go straight, and that's okay. Then of course what we're going to have to do is reverse this flow so that it goes the other way. Now I can do this as well, like this. We've now got this road here, and that's flowing around that way. That's the wrong way round. And what we can do now, and I'm just going to do my usual thing here. I'm going to go straight. What I'm going to do is come off here, like that, and you can come through like that. You can come back to about there. You can come back like that, reverse that, and then just snick out that section there. I've rebuilt this bit here, so we have to put a little bit of a funny dog leg in here. I mean, no, I don't. I trim. No, I'm just going to leave that the way it is for the moment. And what we're going to do is hook that up like that. I think if I can do that, should be able. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? I think we might be able to get away with. No, okay. Maybe if we come off like that, like the straight road, and I'm just going to let the game run again. What that should do now is start to draw some of this traffic that wants to go this way, away from the center here. And of course there is a little bit of a trick we can do, which is that if I now take this area here, and this area says no heavy traffic, we've got an industrial area here, isn't it? But what I can do, if I push this out this way like that, and we've got a demand for industry. We need to think about that. What that will do now is, because I've pushed this out and this area here has an old town and a heavy traffic ban, what that will do now is this will split the two sections. So vehicles wanting to come into this farm now are going to have to come down this road, because there'll be no cut through from here. But what I will need to do is make sure you don't have a traffic ban, do you? So the vehicles for industry here will have to go that way, and the vehicles going that way. So what should happen is that more and more traffic over time should now start to move out in that direction. So some of these trucks that are coming in up this road should now start to go out that road. But what that will do is put a little bit of strain on this road here. So we may have to adjust that area there. But then I want to get rid of this industrial area anyway. This bit of industry is something I'm going to... Now, I've got a demand for industry. It's something I'm going to need to think about in the next part. Time's pushing on. But just to wind this video up, I'm just going to have a look now. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, so it looks like the original uneducated people are there, but the new generation people moving in are educated, well educated, highly educated. So we're just going to go there. And that's the same there. Let's just go up and look in this test residential area here now. I put in. Yeah, so it looks like the original population remain uneducated, but the new generation coming through. So probably the way to look at this is these are the people who are brought up and in the city. So they're now moving into the new area and becoming educated, well educated and highly educated. And just double check that. This isn't quite so good. We've got educated people there because these are the teens. So if we flip back to this one. Yeah, so the educated are the children and teens. So the adults are still, and the young adults who joined, or the seniors probably, because that's 24. When your city grows and it expands, you bring in uneducated people, and there's not much you can do about that except find them jobs. That makes life a little bit more interesting. It also invalidates what I've been doing over here with educated. So what I'm kind of inclined to do, guys, is get back here. We've got Myrtle Square here. So let's get in here. Policies. What I'm going to do is cancel that schools out, because we've got way too many uneducated people in here, and I don't think that policy works anymore now. So we need to think a little bit more about that. In fact, I'm a bit inclined to increase this education budget by 25%. Yeah, I think what we're going to need to do is do the opposite now. We're going to have to give this a bit of an education boost. And maybe that might be the way forward, is to actually put an education boost in so that people actually go. We've got a bit of crime over here as well, and a bit of... So we're just going to... Yeah, next to my earthquake zones. Let me just check the police cover. Police cover's good. I think it's probably actually what probably is happened. Where did that police station go? Yeah, our holding cells are actually filling up. So I can do two things about that. One is we're going to put another police station in. Yeah, this is one of the problems, that even though you've got good coverage, what actually happens is that your police stations fill up, your holding cells fill up. So we really need to get a prison in. That's one thing we need to do. And I think the other thing we can do here, and this will help my university, which I've neglected completely, which I apologise for, guys. I think here we got a police academy. So wow, that's big. So if we drop let's put the police academy there, and that should actually help that grow. I think this actually gives extra benefits to the area here. So we've got 29 students. I think this actually increases the patrol and the ability. Not enough water. Okay. I'm just going to layer that up. Just layer this across like that. And just to wind up, and I know I've said it once already, so we need some campus achievements policies. Academic works. I suppose we better do this. Let's donate that to hospitality. Probably a bit late in the year. And what's this? Visiting scholars. Cost increases, faculty increase by 25%. Faculty bonus by 25%. So what's my faculty increase at the moment? Does it say? I presume this is my faculty increase here. Campus, academic, sports staff, campus police. It doesn't say it costs that much, so let's just activate that. Visiting scholars, that might improve my standing. And definitely in the next part, guys, I will return to building up the real, what's meant to be the focus of this Let's Play, which is building up the university. But I really did want to look at that education stuff. Risto's comment really made the mind spinning a little bit there. Got some seniors there as well, so we might need to look at some crematoriums. Anyway, guys, I'm getting distracted. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.